important. Yeah, it is important. So I've done my brow offline. I cleaned it up with my concealer. I used my foundation to clean the top. I cleaned it with my concealer, Elegant Pro Conceal at the bottom in Warm Honey, and I cleaned it up on top with my L'Oreal 24 Hours Infallible Foundation. It's raining outside, so if you could hear the drumming noise, it's the rain. I'm gonna be priming my face with the Benefits Professional Primer. This primer tends to blur the pores out. So it's really good to use a primer because it just makes the face really smooth and it makes the makeup last longer. So I'm gonna jump right into foundation. I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. This is in the shade Copper 340. I'm gonna be applying the foundation with my Real Technique sponge. The sponge is damp. I'm gonna put in a tiny bit more because it feels really whoosh. Literally just split foundation all over my face and on my top as well. So the key to having a very flawless base, it's the blend. You need to blend, guys. You need to just take your time and blend. Just tap, tap, tap. I try not to swirl because when you swirl, you're moving the foundation about. So I just mainly just blend. Blend. If you want a flawless finish, blend. So if you want a kind of a flawless base, you need to blend. You need to take your time to blend. You can't just do and that's it. No, you've got to go into the nooks and crannies of your face. I was just going through my phone and I saw the George Floyd video again. So every time I watch it, guys, I cry. It's just so sad. And the calmness of the guy that put his knee on, it's just so calm. It's just heartbreaking. It's just they need to, it's kind of an eye-opener for everyone. And people are like, oh, is this what's happening? It's like Trevor Noah, the South African, he did his views about it, and I just kind of, that resonated, sums it up the way Trevor Noah kind of explained the whole incident. Really sad. There are many George Floyd out there that did not die, so you know there are many. This is just the one we caught on camera, or they caught on camera, so it's really a sad case and it needs to change, and that's what Black Lives Matter is all about. It needs to change, you know. So yeah, condolences to the family of George Floyd. I really don't know what they're going through, but the Lord will comfort them at this time because it's just so, yeah, I cried so much. I just couldn't cope with it. It kind of flashes on my face and it's just so sad. So Black Lives Matter. I just think it needs to, things need to just change. We need to be a society that accepts everyone and are kind to everybody and treat everyone the same, and not, you know, worse off. You can't be worse off in a society. So many things we're done based on this awareness, with the protest. There's been a lot of changes, especially in America, a lot of changes in the UK. So yeah, the thing is, why does a grim thing has to happen for there to be changes? But it's a good thing changes are happening. Conversation needs to be had and dealt with. So Black Lives Matter. So yes to changes, to good changes. I'm going to be using my Elegant Pro Conceal to highlight in Warm Honey, and this is creamy beige. I'll use a bit of creamy beige because it's really light. I'll use Warm Honey and creamy beige, and then I would contour with my Elegant Pro Conceal in Mahogany. So I'll contour with this shade Mahogany, Elegant Pro Conceal in Mahogany. Warm Honey first under my eyes. I tend to put it this way as well, so it kind of makes my nose slimmer. So I tend to put it on the side of my nose like this. I'll put a tiny line just on the center of my nose like so. I'm gonna be using the creamy beige, just a tiny bit, just here, just to give a bit more highlighted look here. I'm gonna contour. This is in the shade Mahogany. Just put a small one here like so, and a small one here like so. Then I'm gonna put some on my forehead. And on my nose like so. A tiny bit because I really don't want it too much. And then I'm gonna put some here as well, just a tiny bit, because you really don't want to go overboard. I'm gonna allow this sit on my face for just a tiny bit, like a minute or two, because I realized that whenever I let it sit on my face, it becomes more full coverage, so that's why I let it sit. Okay, so I'm gonna be blending with my sponge. This is my Real Technique sponge. This is one of the mini ones, and I start blending from the sides. It's a bit damp, but it's getting dry now. So I tend to blend from the outer side. I'm gonna use this flat side. So I blend the outer before I go in. I mean, blend the outer. I'm gonna blend this as well. You really need to blend up your concealer, because if it's not properly blended, it's not a nice look, guys. So blend your concealer, sis. If you're not gonna blend, don't bother highlighting. Just put on your foundation and your powder, and just, if you're in a rush, just do that, because if you're gonna highlight, it needs to be properly blended. And then when I get under the eyes, I kind of raise my eyes up and I blend. I'm gonna start with my contour. I'm gonna blend hair first. I'm using my BH Cosmetics brush, number 12, BH Cosmetics. Any small brush would do. This is number 24. You don't want it going everywhere as well. You want it a bit precise. You want it where you want it. So the aim of the nose contour is really to make your nose smaller, to make your nose, you know, slim. So you don't want the product going everywhere. You need a small brush to blend the nose out. And I tend to blend it to the brow. Don't want it too much of a straight line. It looks a bit fake. So you want it straight but not too straight. You get what I mean? What I tend to do is just go in with my concealer one and just, so you don't want it too harsh. You want it just nice. And when you want to blend, you blend up, not down. So I'm blending like so, going up. Because the whole point is to make your jaw high, you know, like to be, you know, snatched. So that's why if you go down, then you're making your face saggy, okay? So that's why you go up. So I'm blending my forehead as well. Depending on your forehead, if your forehead is very big, then you need to do it lower. So you need to do more. If you want, it makes your forehead to be small. So if you've got a big forehead, you need to put in more contour to make it small. You get what I mean? Yeah. The look is coming together. Watch it, wait and see. Like I said, if you don't have 1 hour to sit down and blend, don't bother with contouring. Just do powder and stick with powder, because the worst thing is having a face that is not well blended. Hey, I've been guilty of that, so you know. I'm speaking from experience. You just, when you see it on pictures, it's ridiculous. I think 2 years ago, I went for a party and I just did it in a rush, and I saw the pictures. Oh my god, I almost cried. So blend, okay, blend. If you don't want to blend, is if I'm in a rush and I'm going for a party, I just put my foundation, a bit of highlight, and that's it, and a red lipstick, and I'm good to go. I don't bother to blend and I don't bother to contour because I know contour takes time. You need to blend your contour. You really can't afford to. And don't forget hair, because you'll be like walking with a line hair, so you need to blend hair as well. I'm just gonna blend the highlight hair. Again, you want a small brush for this. You don't want it all over the place. The aim is to get your nose small, so if you get a big brush and you go like this, it defeats the purpose. So you just need to, yeah, take your time with it as well. Makeup is just, it's like exam, like it's like this is serious, like you need to, everything is like precision, strategy. So the aim, this strategy is really to get your nose slimmer. You don't want to get it all over. I'm gonna go back to the sponge I used for my foundation. I'm just gonna blend every line of demarcation. So the highlight and the concealer, I'm just gonna blend the line between the highlight and the concealer, so it's seamless. It kind of helps soften the contour as well. See, it is a subtle change, but it is important. Yeah. It is important. It gives a subtle change, but it makes a difference because it just blends everything seamlessly and there's no line of demarcation anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty in Honey to highlight under my eyes. So I press them in. I try not to bake too much, especially under my eyes. I like the fresh look without baking. Put the powder here like so, just to give my nose a slimmer look. Put the powder on the center like so. I look really funny, but it will all come together. Relax, okay? You know the other places I've contoured, but I'm gonna settle with my black opal. This is my black opal finishing powder in dark. Put that all over. See what it does? It just gives a nice finish to the look. It's also good for removing white cast. It cancels out any line of demarcation. It just blends it out nicely. And I'm gonna just take a bit to set this nose side as well. And a bronze gal. I'm gonna be bronzing with my new favorite, the Makeup Revolution Glow. This is in the shade Dark. I tend to do my mouth like this because I want to see the cheekbones. I want to bronze the cheekbones. If you go a bit overboard with the bronzer, you want to just soften it a bit. You go in with your powder, with the bronzer, and take a tiny bit in here. It just slims it down. Take the powder, the Fenty powder. Gonna go in here, dab in a bit, and I'll just blend. Literally gonna put this. Just a clean eyeshadow brush. I'm just literally blending out everything. Go in with my brush I use in applying my powder. And just clean out everything. This is my foundation sponge. Literally just going over everywhere, just to give it a very nice, seamless look, joint look to the face. Just want to tie everything together. I'm gonna be using my NYX setting spray. You know, you've put a lot of powder on your face and it just ties everything together and it makes the makeup last longer. I'm gonna be using a Wet n Wild highlighter. Blossom Glow. A bit for my nose hair. Put it on my cupid bow. My Morphe highlighter brush. The R36. Just gonna blend. You don't want to leave it like that. It's just gonna look a bit odd. So you just wanna blend it in. I'm gonna highlight my cheekbones here. Just a tiny bit goes a long way. You don't want too much. I'm gonna put some in my inner tear duct. Oh, can you see the difference? So this has just opened up the eyes. Can you see the difference between this eyes and this eyes? Boom. So that's why we do inner tear duct, because it just opens up your eyes and it just like shine bright like the sun. Oh, what does it say? Shine bright like a diamond. Hey, shine bright like a diamond. Ah, old school shine diamond. But that's why we do the inner tear duct like so, because it just gives a nice. It just opens up the eyes. So see the difference? It's just nice, right? Now time for the lips. This is my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and this is in the shade C18. I get a lipstick brush. Use this to line my lips. Just gonna blend this out with a brush. It's good to blend it out, because if you don't, it's just gonna be a big line. And that's why I like using a concealer as a liner, because it just blends lovely on the lips. After that, I'm gonna use my lip colors. H&M Matte Lip in the shade Dusty Pink and Desert Sand. I know you're wondering, H&M, don't they just do clothes? Yes, they've got a cosmetics section as well, and they have lippy. They do lippy, and they are quite nice. So I'm gonna be using Desert Sand first. I use the other shade called Dusty Pink, just a tiny bit, because I don't want to spoil this. I love this nude look going on. Just in the middle, I'm just going to put a pink. So that's it for this look, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. That's not it, guys. I'm gonna now fix my lashes. I'm gonna be using this lash I got from Amazon. I fixed my lashes. I used the Dior lash glue. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Mascara. Lash Brag Mascara for under my eyes. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, click a like. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. It's free. There's a button there. Click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you see my videos as soon as they come. If you're a subscriber already, I love you. I appreciate you. Keep coming for more, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.